not playing. But if you want hops, we can take it to the crosswalk for a little game of hopscotch, player. Unlock the chop shop, dip out at your talk box like melted Haagen-Dazs and top it off with some hot shots of bottled scotch. Cinnamon, butterscotch, gentleman ceases to be gentle when on the topic of move fakers, garbaging music this millennium. Folded, torn aluminum gums, vomit disgust in recoil of some dumb fucks. Fucking with the stuff we love, dig into the work like grubs. Look into the eyes of the beat's fat face. It's beat breaky with ease making, knees shaky like the blob, hopping for a spot to sit down on these babies.
Ladies, alert your physician. We fit the description of audio villains that snap your neck in several positions. Fellas, follow suit like a dastardly thief does on this release that make you need earplugs.
You can hear this in the alleyway,
Streets and curves,
valleys, plains,
trees and earth,
the acid rain that meets the earth.
See the stings and chirps
Of bees and birds.
You need to
and
learn.
we don't search for weed to burn.
Now we prefer just speaking words.
If only I could put my TV on my shoulder, I get so noticed. No one would notice me invading homes and making perspectives narrow like bones of dead berry pharaohs. Then I make money off all the Jacksons and Mia Farrows.
Who wants to be a karaoke singing president?
Who wanna juice rappers of their essential elements?
Who got 12 dimes?
Let's make a march for cheesecake.
For Peter, Paul, Ringo, Jesus, Joseph, and Mary say, I said it, carbon-based beats topple the centerpiece, trampling turf and terrain like a gang of charging wildebeest. Channel surfing, beholding centerfolding mannequins, denim dungarees clutching their ribs because they hungry.
Money be coming brief, but we be wanting things from others' dreams. With crabs clutching feet, ducking heat from the beast. Ain't nothing sweet, but ain't no change if it came trying to play games with rules we didn't write. We can't reform what needs to be destroyed from underneath. As I witness patterns get lifted, as a matter of business, I plan to shatter all the windows in your factory district. Abracadabra, your standardized test where average minds rest. Grammar twist with lanterns lit to send your bastardized text. Me and kinfolk, my bloodlines with silver and gold. I want every piece promptly returned to me that your industry stole. Giving threefold fuck mission egos, just vacate platforms as my stories be told. To reach for egos to grab on as that which you stand on erode. How good are glass ceilings when your floor drops? Not even master of your own destiny. How is this your block? Snoop pimps, white college co-eds while more corn pops on your watch, but not mine. I drop rhymes to hit your sore spot.
I see more perspectives, plus you know that I kill rhymes. At the crib, our collector's good when we let our hits ride. Nigga, this syndicate, stay frontin', say nothing. Native Americans, Eurasians, and Africans, we all play cousins. Conceptual notions of perpetual motion. Ink is stretching, it's flowing. Strength is flexing and bulging. All our medals are golden and we're second to no one. Try to step to the show, let's get blessed. Wrecked and left in the ocean. Amid the violence and debauchery, there's science and philosophy. The alliance is riding high as we try to live responsibly. I profit when I trade my stock. Witness I remake the block. Staking plots with homes and businesses and all the vacant lots. Corner thugs are short of fun. Forced to resolve in street fights. See police fights. Rough them up, cuff them up, and read rights. Crippled in your battle stance, blood soaks your sagging pants. Chauffeured by medics, drunk driver slams in your ambulance.
Coming from a profession I have served so long, and a people I have loved so well, those who guard this beloved culture, an ancient descent.
Time to do this.
Forget being exclusive.
Let's be inclusive. Form a worldwide crew. Raw music
Has potential to influence.
It all depends on how you feel it.
We are a
Breathe.
through
Disease.
And smoke.
Dilute.
Gilead.
I kill.
Seemore. No, we are a through
Disease.
And smoke.
Dilute.
Gilead. I kill and Seemore. Nope.
I kill Gilead and Seemore on some lo-fi. We love the raw music, grungy like the roadside. And if you do too, buy the album for the vibe to include in what you do. Grungy. Yup, that's what I said. Flipping lids like grid jump with bungees on the head. Awakening your brain while your body drops dead. Sonic silver bullet for the wolfmen. They wander in the night to the sound wave street, inbreeding in a frenzy without reaching a peak. In other words, they never reach a climax, not coming correct like clear lens for 3D IMAX.
Amongst the seed blossoms, weaving into a great community. Can't harbor two or three, cause it's got it engraved in you and me.
Shine for others with a wondrous spark. Keep leading because we need them. The whole is the sum of its parts.
I crept through grade school with a sword and passed no injuries. To end my enemies, plotting slick pricks that were befriending me. Mentally, my state's like hand, solo weapon to me. The war is slaying all of the history, only remembers me. This is we, the first in the world with the DJ and MC. Where the reach is unity, but we choose to split C. And we all are Moses, incisions our middle name. We don't plan to let the flame, but burn our personal pain. Now I speak plainly, for me very uncommon. Self splice and spoil the core of hip-hop pocket, sir, man. When you rhyming and spinning, I'm grinning. Hating will be sinning when we all could be woo mending and winning.
How without all members dare we try existing? We're each other's responsibility, paradigm shifting.
Look into a community-based model of hip-hop. We pioneer the golden age to come through all the shit
In
talk.
some ways, the gangs put us on the map. They used to whip your ass for using, now their main income's from crack.
Hip-hop.
As much as the Panthers, Hampton, or Hoover, Kings, Lords, Islam, or Oscar Brown Jr. because kids died on the streets without organized means. Found death all around us, and life in the beats. Rhyming to compete was better than hypes on the street. But when searching for the cipher, now I find the elite. Instead of reaching back, we chastise about work ethic. The same lines as conservatives, preserving systems of oppression. Money, drugs, and egos, the axis of evil. Let's redirect the power back into the hands of the people.
Consider needs addressed by birth of rap culture. Those that could overdetermine settings of hip-hop's aperture.
When I kill, Gil, and Seemore involved, all the wanna go spit. Hip-hop's politics to discard it, cause all of us are running it.
Yo, what up, AQ?
What up, Seemore Perspective?
What's going on with you, man?
Man, I was thinking about what we trying to do here.
What is it that we trying to do?
Trying to make a contribution.
What kind of contribution is that?
I reset with each breath, whether to de-stress or reach steps to the precipice. Climbing is never effortless, but nevertheless, we press on. Stretch to meet heaven's measurements completely and BE with resonance. Be me, the sentiment flows deeply above, through and beneath me, keeping the sediment from settling heavy forever. Push through the heavens, lift like the wings of a Pegasus.
This is a deep breath before a steep step into the deep end with the flashlight. And unknown material out of you with a crash sight. Miraculous leaving no substance rap tight. Oozing from this man's life. Walking dark terrain, bringing land lights. Time capsules to be taken serious daily. And if you don't see the results, then they'll be left to your baby. Description of divine sublime. Prescription for some missing eyes. Scoop from the guy who peeps the sky through periscope to inspire unrealized minds that are barely dope.
But still bury quotes in your brain. Spit sprinkles in them wrinkles, nourishing like the rain. For roots deep and shoots breach the surface to find. Unique, new speak, shining bright for your mind. True green, new leaves absorb light from these rhymes. Soon seen producing fruit ripe on the vines. Education, vegetation, when you harvest the crops. Make sure you say grace before consuming this food for thought.
Thoughtsmiths hammer out concepts inspired from what God says. In spite of piddly drivel, spittle, hot mess, blah blah blah. Hip-hop minstrel avatars, scissor scimitars, slicing sinister minotaurs, calling all our stars people. But peek through the telemicroscope and forehead to see these astral bodies in orbit, adjusting fine-tuned to see more of it. We on the same path, like how blood courses the heart, the center, the source. This is a portion of what these penmanship swordsmen had to contribute, delivering daily, just like the Tribune.
In tune with every brain cell, bone, muscle, sinew, neuron, and dendrite when I hit mics at venues. Sometimes I pause upon impact, sit back and wait to hit that special place. I can tell by your face, walking the path instead of running the race, setting my own pace instead of others up in the stakes. Welcoming of how the world around might test me. Moving through prints left throughout my ancestry. Bow and count blessings and plow without resting. Even when feeling down for the count, wrestling demons like Von Helsing. I'm not stopping until I'm nestling in God's arms, spinning yarn for dressing y'all in gowns and outstretching my charm to bridge gaps through synapse till dawn settling, conducting symphonies to stars cresting.
Fencing, destiny's enemies that break like a Nestle. When sent to me from Hellenich, I put them down like a legless beast. Zenony sentences greets, celestial melodies welded with sweltering speech. In a tongue like a soldering iron that's melting the beat to it, like molding a mind until they become one fantastic, galactic, metallic, organic, phantom fluid. Beaming in a sheen, crystalline, gleaming, moving, breathing like a dentist, flutist, freeing thoughts like a mental nudist. This is our honest to goodness contribution.
Drawing blueprints to build monuments to God's music.
With impromptu fusion flowing just like fossil fuelage.
Polished toolkits left by ancients, so forget copying new trends.
They're probably foolish preaching of prompt solutions that in the end only contribute to thought pollution.
Time to clean house, performing wall-to-wall ablutions with karmic fluid, cause once my mantra's loose, it's Kama Sutra.
So tighten your mind's acoustics so you can resonate with the sounds our vibe produces. Cosmic attunement,
This motley crew rolls tighter than posse students. Medicine men together better than coffee and newsprint.
you knew it. Elephants type eloquence, this juice is fresh, so choose this. Veterans over new kids, set precedents that drop like 500 comet unions.
Stop the pop infusion that's producing sloppy music.
Pop some new shit when you drop your 2 cents to get your props for music.
So all of you get. What am I supposed to do with this alarm clock?
When I probably wouldn't even hear a bomb drop.
Even if it landed right next to my head.
Sometimes I feel stranded in the nest of my bed.
I got too much to lose that I can't have back.
But I choose to hit snooze and fall back to a nap.
So when I hear the buzzer or the radio play,
I know that life is waiting 9 minutes away. Time withers and decays. Hit the snooze button. Plans are tentative today. You can wait to do something. Sleep whispers liquid words into my ear canal. Arrange and plan for morning to which I adhere for now. Wait a minute, did my fake get in it? What happened to breakfast? Writing sessions, a trip to dentist? Huh? The way my morning mopes, you think it had a death wish. Rise of snoozing tides helps to euthanize who surmise that a simple cup of coffee could stop these afternoon autopsies. Me hopping up to watch the sun is what I ought to see. Drink of day, put bottoms up and wash my cup just like I ought to be. Yeah.
But it seems these late shows have finally got to me. My body has become Mrs. Sandlady's property. Windows cracked to shed light. I rise from the bed just before she sprinkles granules on the back of my head. Thoughts heavy, dreams now a planet's massive. Gravitational pulling at my plans, stretching time so thin I hardly see it passing anymore. Maybe I could cut some corners to be free from bearing this weight for 9 minutes longer. So I tap my friend stranded on the desk, begging me to set him free from his nightly watch for 24 more. But I ignore the fact that the freedom indeed is meant for me too, and snooze on what for me the day had in store.
What am I supposed to do with this alarm clock?
When I probably wouldn't even hear a bomb drop
If it exploded right next to my head.
Sometimes I feel bolted to the leg of my bed.
I got too much to lose that I can't have back.
But I choose to hit snooze and fall back to a nap.
So when I hear the buzzer or the radio play,
I know that life is waiting for me 9 minutes away.
I should have mown the lawn in my mind's yard. Grown nappy overnight, pulling my time card. When I awake, apply the rake to refuse, taking refuge in my tired space. It seems these weeds have heightened stakes and tightened drapes to keep me in a nightlit state.
I could have straightened my place. Now I'm on the train, unshowered with sleep on my face. Got swept away, but time between snoozes didn't help your brain. And I owed her death over right shoulder, asking if I met life's quota.
But didn't she know sleep was his cousin?
Thought she was cool, but she wasn't, only pressing my buttons.
Putting me on snooze, eyes sewn wide shut, drool oozes more, tired I am, puck, sound of the moment I wake up, if you can call it that. Sure you can hang up on life, but know that she'll be calling back.
Yeah, she's persistent, one of my favorite characteristics. That's why she deserves all of my love, faith, and commitment. But I'm splitting for 9 minutes on this innocent creep, just procrastinating in the bed, tricking with sleep.
I'm addicted to deep dreaming and the love that's sleepy weaving in between me and my pillow as the sounds from clock to billow cloud in this relationship. Relaxing on vacation, this can't last as I awake with the gas, realizing that I've dropped 9 minutes in the trash. What am I supposed to do with this alarm clock when I probably wouldn't even hear a bomb drop, even if it landed right next to my head? Sometimes I feel stranded in the nest of my bed. I got too much to lose
that I can't have back,
but I choose to hit snooze
and fall back to a nap. So when I hear the buzzer or the radio play,
I know that life is waiting 9 minutes away. What am I supposed to do with this alarm clock when my desire to get up grows like farm crops? Slowly, it'll be a year before I see morning, but the world is only 9 minutes away. Just awaiting my senses, and all I can say is 9 more please. Clock rings incorrigibly, it's gonna take a lot more than that to make my snoring cease. My dreams of coral reef implore my reach of conscious to explore its speech. While my waking day may not be as interesting, I'm never bored in sleep. For instance, man, sometimes what's in store is cheap in comparison, but to sleep without accomplishment is simply embarrassing.
I got too much to lose that I can't have back, but my train of thought tends to move faster than Amtrak. Sometimes I just can't catch the car that I intended. Arrived early for one following with opportunity in it. So while I struggle with my knobs to reach a peaceful resolution, knowing hell is looking back, having slept through the revolution. Wakefulness is taking down gulps of possibility. Sleep is where subconscious bubbles to the surface like a soda pop distillery, and shaking that could lead to an eruption. I must be able to function, to serve my function. So while it seems hours spent slumbersome halt progress, it does wonders for towing cumbersome thought process.
Stretches, phone calls, internet connections, and push-ups. Contemporaries put work on the table, I've got effort to put up.
Patience, young ambition, rest rejuvenates. The work it takes to renew your mission awaits when you awake.
Consider mental state before you demonstrate what inspires steps you'll take today from dream where you've mapped road to heaven's gates.
Every trip needs time to organize, switch drivers, manage time with open eyes if you're so inspired.
Pace the fueling of the fire, give it space to be admired, hydrate to perspire, rest to stay up late like town crier.
Your undertakings can attest, but so can daydreams, hands are blessed, because the maker plans the best for what you'll have to manifest.